Welcome to Bible Landscapes. This is Alan Charles, Th.D, reading, and we're going to be discussing the reading of Enoch from the biblical landscapes, traditions, and histories, which we have surviving in these days. We'll start with the Bible. The Bible in the Old Testament, Genesis, only speaks of Enoch in just a few short verses, culminating with this one in Genesis 5:22. And Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters. All the days of Enoch were 365 days. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Okay, now we're going to go over to the book of Jasher, which is validated by the Bible as a legitimate history. And we're going to read a little bit about what it has to say about the traditional history and times of Enoch. And Mahalalel, the son of Canaan, lived 65 years and begat Jared. And Jared lived 62 years, and he begot Enoch. And Enoch lived 65 years, and he begot Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after having begot Methuselah, and he served the Lord, and despised the evil ways of men. And the soul of Enoch was wrapped up in the instruction of the Lord, in knowledge and in understanding, and he wisely retired from the sons of men, and secreted himself from them for many days. And it was at the expiration of many years, whilst he was serving the Lord, and praying before him in his house, that an angel of the Lord called to him from heaven. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Rise, go forth from thy house, and from the place where thou dost hide thyself, and appear to the sons of men, in order that thou mayest teach them the way in which they should go, and the work which they must accomplish, to enter in the ways of God. And Enoch rose up according to the word of the Lord, and went forth from his house, from his place, and from the chamber in which he was concealed. And he went to the sons of men, and taught them the ways of the Lord. And at that time assembled the sons of men, and acquainted them with the instruction of the Lord. And he ordered it to be proclaimed in all places where the sons of men dwelt, saying, Where is the man who wishes to know the ways of the Lord, and good works? Let him come to Enoch. And all the sons of men then assembled to him, for all who desired this thing went to Enoch. And Enoch reigned over the sons of men according to the word of the Lord. And they came and bowed to him, and they heard his word. And the Spirit of God was upon Enoch, and he taught all the men the wisdom of God and his ways. And the sons of men served the Lord all the days of Enoch, and they came to hear his wisdom. And all the kings and the sons of men, both first and last, together with their princes and judges, came to Enoch, and they heard of his wisdom, and they bowed down to him, and they also required of Enoch to reign over them, to which he consented. And they assembled in all 130 kings and princes, and they made Enoch king over them, and they were all under his power and command. And Enoch taught them wisdom, knowledge, and the ways of the Lord. And he made peace amongst them, and peace was throughout the earth during the life of Enoch. And Enoch reigned over the sons of men 243 years, and he did justice and righteousness with all his people, and he led them in the ways of the Lord. And these are the generations of Enoch: Methuselah, Elisha, Elimelech, 3 sons, and their sisters were Milcah and Naamah, and Methuselah lived 187 years, and he begot Lamech. And it was in the 56th year of the life of Lamech when Adam died. 930 years old was he at his death. And his 2 sons, with Enoch and Methuselah his son, buried him with great pomp, as at the burial of kings, in the cave which God had told them. And in that place all the sons of men made a great mourning and weeping on account of Adam. It was therefore become a custom among the sons of men to this day. And Adam died because he ate of the tree of knowledge, he and his children after him, as the Lord God had spoken. And it was that a quick commentary that points out that it was a physical death that was being referred to, at least in the understanding of the writing of the book of Jasher. Continuing reading. And it was in the year of Adam's death, which was the 243rd year of the reign of Enoch. In that time Enoch resolved to separate himself from the sons of men, and to secret himself, as at first, in order to serve the Lord. And Enoch did so, but did not entirely secret himself from them, but kept away from the sons of men 3 days, and then went to them 1 day. And during the 3 days that he was in the chamber, he prayed to and praised the Lord his God. And the day on which he went and appeared to his subjects, he taught them the ways of the Lord. And all they asked him about the Lord, he told them. And he did in this manner for many years. And he afterward concealed himself for 6 days, and appeared to his people 1 day in 7. And after that, once a month, and then once a year only, until all the kings and princes and sons of men sought for him, and desired again to see the face of Enoch, and to hear his word. But they could not, as all the sons of men were greatly afraid of Enoch, and they feared to approach him, on account of the godlike awe that was seated upon his countenance. We'll continue reading in about Enoch part 2. This is the end of Enoch part 1. Biblical landscapes. Join me in part 2.